The Arewa Consultative Forum has criticized the All Progressives Congress as well as President Bola Tinubu's administration for what it describes as being overly concerned with early political campaigns, defections and maneuvers for re-elections in 2027, rather than addressing the pressing security and economic challenges facing Nigerians. Well, the forum lamented that public policy responses to the insecurity situation, especially in northern Nigeria, have remained ineffective. It also condemns what it describes as reckless profligacy of public expenditure, citing an alleged revelation of insertions in the 2025 federal budget for streetlights at an unimaginable cost of over 260 million naira each, without any official denial. It views this as a sign of insensitivity by public officials to the plight of ordinary Nigerians whose living conditions, it says, are deteriorating.
Well, joining us now to shed light on ACF's recent call for President Bola Tinubu and his administration to halt early re-election campaigns and focus on urgent national issues is the Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum, Murtala Aliyu. Thank you very much. Well, I was asking about, your criticism of the Tinubu administration for getting into an early, what you call an early campaign mode. And I was wondering, is it not the opposition coalition that seems to have put the APC into this panic mode that they have to respond somehow?
Well, I wouldn't want to call it criticism or condemnation per se. We're just drawing the attention of the government to the situation in the country. If the opposition is trying to distract the government should not be dragged into it. What we hope is that there are rules of the game. INEC is supposed to blow the whistle when campaign will start and so on. So if the opposition is trying to drag the government in power into early campaign, they should have a way of stopping it. Our concern is not that we're criticizing, but we're drawing the attention of the government that it has a mandate of 4 years, and in these 4 years we're only halfway, and that they should not be distracted by going and starting early campaign. There are quite a number of unresolved issues from the promises of the campaign before this government was elected. And I know substantial parts of the votes of this government came from the northern part of the country. So there are expectations. And our thinking is that, look, they should focus on those, the resolution of those issues instead of going into early campaigns. There's still some time to go. And I think that in fairness to the government, if they concentrate on what they're supposed to do, probably to be a more advantage to them than what is happening now.
Okay, Mr. Aliyu, the presidency in April, through its spokesperson, Bayo Ononuga, came out and dissociated itself and even condemned those who have started campaigning, including billboards that were cited in Abuja and Kano, and they warned that these actions violate Nigeria's electoral laws. I wonder if that's enough to address your concerns that the presidency understands that this is against the electoral law and so should not be done. But on the other hand, there are those who argue that these are just endorsements and not campaign. Are you able to understand their argument that these are endorsements and it doesn't matter what time of the day it comes, it just shows that they are able to align with what the president has done so far and his party? What are your responses to those arguments?
You see, I've been part of government in 2003, and I know these things happen, and I've been a player in the field, and I know that endorsements come, but endorsements should not take the front row. There is nobody in government that his own party, and all over the world in democracy, there's no party, his own party will not throw him as their candidate when the time comes. I think I was a minister when in Anambra State, and Mbadinuju was the only governor that did not get the mandate of PDP at that time to contest. And it was made clear to him just before the primaries. So what I'm saying is, look, it's okay, it's legitimate for government or parties in government to endorse their principle. It's okay, but it should not fill the space. Because when that happens, we expect that a serious party should support or should endorse his own sitting person, whether governor or president. But I think it's too early, and we believe that if government discourages that and concentrates on their promises and delivering their promises, I think it will help them more than now to be distracted into issues of endorsement and feeling fine that things are okay. Nigerians are complaining. Nigerians are distressed, and there is hope that the economic policy the government has thrown in will start yielding results before the election. So if they concentrate on that, I think it will be a more meaningful thing than running around doing partisan issues. We're not a partisan organization. We're not for or against any party. But when we see anything that will touch the nation, we will now raise an alarm, and we will call the attention of government, whichever government.
Well, you said earlier that you expect INEC to do something about this. So who exactly really should stop what you say campaigns? And I mean, like it's been pointed out, and this is what I did say, that look, it's endorsements that's going on. It's not necessarily campaigning, but who really should take responsibility in terms of ensuring that campaigns or even endorsements, don't happen too early? And are there really consequences to this, what you describe as early campaigns?
Well, you said that the endorsement is not campaign, so INEC should not come in. INEC should wait until it becomes clear that who should come in.
If you see this as campaigning, if you see it as campaigning, who really should take responsibility for stopping it before, you say go?
The presidency should, because this issue is not a campaign issue yet. If it's a campaign issue, because you said that endorsement is not campaign. So if endorsement is not campaign, the government now should say, look, stop these endorsement issues. We'll get there when it will be appropriate to endorse me or the governors or whoever it is. If the presidency doesn't do that, then, well, I don't know who will do that. Like you said the other time, the spokesman of government came out and said, look, stop that. It's not all right. It's not time yet. They should.
I hope we still have Mr. Aliyu. Again, just to reiterate, it's the views being shared by some analysts. In fact, the other day we had Mr. Nwankwo, I believe is his name, who's an electoral space person, who said, no, it's difficult to really draw the lines between campaigns and endorsements in this situation. And it has been going on for a while. And to your point, that opposition parties have also not been left out. They have been talking about coalition to unseat a government that has barely marked its midterm in office. So it should be a blame to go around. That's some views being shared on one hand. But the ACF is saying, whether it's campaign, whether it's endorsement, it is distracting the government.
But I guess what the ACF's concern really is with these campaigns, is distracting, using his own words. It distracts from, the issues of economic policies that need to be put in place, tackling insecurity in the country that seems to be ravaging every part of the country. Well,
do we have Mr. Aliyu back on line? Unfortunately, I think we can wrap it up there, Mr. Aliyu.
But it must be noted, too, that President Tinubu himself, I doubt very much if he has really declared and said, clearly, in an unambiguous way, that he actually will run in 2027.
Oh, well. These conversations open up a lot of debate. 2027 is still 2 years away from now. INEC is to open the electoral process sometime next year for the general elections. Well, Murtala Aliyu, we've been speaking to, is the Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum, the ACF.